What is up, fellow gamers? It is spring 2017. It is April 12th, and I am your boy, Chad Hogan Live. Today, we're talking Scorpio, brother. Alright, where to begin? Because I would like to not talk about the information we all just saw this week with Digital Foundry's report on the Scorpio specs, because yeah, we already know. I'd like to talk about how I think this thing is going to be a freaking failure. Let me reiterate, because anyone that knows me in real life knows I'm a big Xbox fan. I've been a big Xbox fan since I played the original, and I'm not an Xbox hater. I'm not one of those guys that typically calls it Xbone and makes fun of everyone who plays it. Man, all my friends are PS4 gamers, okay? I'm the Xbox fan out of my friends, and that's why what I'm about to say even shocks me. Here's the simple and honest truth. Scorpio is not going to do well. Let me tell you why. As an Xbox fan who's been studying and investing this system, putting thousands of my own dollars and man hours into it, I can tell you why. First of all, they're not moving the Xbox One S at $300. I'm sorry to say it's selling okay, but they pushed 29 million units lifetime sales. PS4 has pushed 56 million units lifetime sales, and they came out at the same time. Okay, so with that being said, Microsoft thinks they're going to sell more Scorpios because it's a higher price. They're not moving a $300 Xbox. What makes them think they're going to move a $600 Xbox? And yes, we don't know the price, but consistently Phil Spencer has said it will be a premium console. The other factor in the equation that I'm very worried about is the Xbone has no games left. I mean, I literally have bought 2 games in the last year of my life for Xbone. 2 full-price main new AAA titles, okay? That is like a brand new record for me personally of how little games I've purchased. And I can see it through tons of people playing this system. There's nothing coming out. Most of Xbox's third-party games are the main AAA titles like Call of Duty, Ghost Recon, yada, yada, yada. All the niche third-party games like World of Final Fantasy and stuff, that's not coming out for Xbox One. You know, we got Final Fantasy 15. We don't get the niche games. We don't get, Dragon Quest Builders. We don't get all these cool little games that are coming out because they won't sell on the Xbox. It's not a Japanese system, and most of the gamers that play this system are very young, and they don't understand games like that. So for adults like us, what do we got to look forward to? Another Gears of War? Like, it's like, I'm not trying to mix my personal opinion, because if I was mixing my personal opinion, I mean, that's just the last year of Xbone. Like, I used to love this system, okay? And I very much would say, look, just wait till E3, and that's, but I'm looking at the list of exclusive Xbox One games so far as of today announced, and I'm looking at the list so far of PS4 exclusives as of today announced, not counting E3, and the list is significantly larger on PS4. And here's the other point that it comes to Scorpio that's hugely important, maybe even more so than price. Developers are not pulling back on Xbox One support because it's not powerful enough, because that's not the point anymore. Otherwise, the Switch wouldn't be selling. Xbox developers are pulling support because it's not selling well enough, and it's not selling it as fast or as much as the PS4. So, what makes Microsoft think that by giving developers a more powerful system, they're magically just going to pour more millions of dollars into a lesser install base? I mean, think about it. Scorpio will have even less than 30 million units at launch because it's just coming out. And the other thing is, if Xbox One and Scorpio are forward compatible with each other, all Scorpio games can be played on Xbox and vice versa. What's the point? Why would, I mean, if Scorpio was cheaper, when systems relaunch a few years after, when the PS3 Slim came out, when the Xbox 360 Slim came out, they were cheaper. They were less expensive to buy. They had more hard drive space and gave you more reason to buy one. This one has the exact same amount of hard drive space, 1 terabyte. It's significantly more expensive, but also significantly more powerful. Does this sound like it's going to work? Does it? Because it doesn't to me. Phil Spencer has gone on record, and you can Google this quote, to say that he doesn't expect the Scorpio to sell as well as the Xbox One due to the premium price. He doesn't expect the Scorpio to sell as well as the Xbox One due to the premium price. To quote an iconic video game celebrity, what were they thinking? No offense to me, and no offense to you, but there's only a certain kind of person that'll buy an Xbone, okay? And that's a very unique gamer that likes a social experience and possibly their Call of Duty. But if they're not selling the Xbox One S as fast as they want, and they're going to release a more powerful, more expensive version that they don't expect to sell even as much as this one has, or as little, I should say, what makes them think that somebody's going to say, hey, that's the perfect ecosystem for me to lose money on my game? Why not release it on the platform with the lowest installed base? It's more powerful. If power mattered, if power truly mattered, then the Wii and the Switch would have been the two worst selling systems of all time. And yes, I'm aware that the Wii U didn't sell very well, and that was so power doesn't matter. But that's not besides the point. Can you imagine Nintendo releasing, instead of the Switch, they reinvented the Wii U, maybe they let you take the controller with you. Imagine they made it more expensive. Imagine a system's not selling well, so they re-release it and make it more expensive. You know what? It's all good. That's Microsoft's gamble. I'm not buying a Scorpio. I don't have to worry. And one last point, Microsoft, and this is my personal opinion I'm now interjecting. I am no longer able to upload videos on Xbone ever again because of the way the community handles it. The enforcement team are fellow gamers that have personal biases. When I was told what I can and can't do on camera, I followed it completely. But if somebody doesn't like my review for a system or a game, they can file a complaint. And Xbone doesn't follow up on it. They just say, oh, this person got a complaint, it must be real. Anyone I file a complaint to, you can beat me in a game and I can file a complaint and get you banned for beating me in that game. That's how crappy the system is. So until Microbone fixes these stupid issues with their interface and system, the only kind of people that are buying the Scorpio are the same kind of people that bought the One. Idiots who don't understand gaming.